stains in our bones. All the trouble that you know, empty air as you go. Yeah, walk with me, talk with me, tell me your stories. I'll do my best to understand you.
Hello countrymen, it's me, Mary G. Everybody gets sad or depressed sometimes. It doesn't matter if you're a white fella or a black fella, from a big city or from way out here in the bush. But we all need to deal with our problems in different ways. Ways that work in our own culture, because our culture is who we are. Sadness problems can get passed through to our mob. Sometimes through drinking, ganja, fighting, not listening to the old people, not teaching the young people right ways, losing language, losing culture. Sometimes, at the end of the road, finish time, suicide. So this mob, the Australasian Centre for Rural and Remote Mental Health, are doing workshops called Deadly Thinking. They come to communities, invite the local mob, and share ways of thinking about sadness and depression.
It's a one-day program. It usually runs for about 6 to 7 hours. And we touch on things about who to yarn to. It's about building resilience rather than being reactive to situations.
Mental health is everybody's business, and I think it's a workshop for families.
People at the Deadly Thinking workshop can share their stories and yarn about ways of helping people in the community out of that bad thinking. The Deadly Thinking workshops are run by people who live blackfella culture. They listen, talk, give you some ideas, and they learn from your ideas too.
The facilitator, he was excellent. He was really excellent because he knew how to captivate his audience, get a response from them.
That's what's important about this program, is about who do we yarn to when we're feeling those times of, that crisis or that feeling that stress in our lives. Those triggers that activate our bad thinking.
Once you see your parents get involved with drinking and drugs and violence and stuff, it just automatically goes into your head. Okay, this is what they're doing, maybe I should do that too.
The Deadly Thinking workshop is only for one day. After, you'll understand yourself a bit better about what makes you sad, what makes you depressed or angry, or make you get on the grog or the ganja, and how to get through it. And you'll be able to recognize and better understand if your family and friends have problems before they get too serious.
If we're going to be role models and leaders for our family, our children are mimicking, witnessing everything we do. So if you're not being honest and true about who you yarn to, you expect your children to do the same thing?
If you've got a problem, you talk about it because it makes you feel better.
A lot of mob don't want to share their feelings and thinking, yeah? But they do it through action. Yeah? They show their antisocial behaviour.
To take on board and to use it and to make younger people, younger generation, understand.
You'll be able to yarn to other people in your community too. Share what you learned about being happier, healthier, and keeping your culture and yourself strong.
Strong culture can help these people that's very sick. I got a healing place too for this kind of things. Most of the issues that we have here are drug-induced, alcohol-induced. They're brought on by people who do these things to themselves.
This one is not only how to help them from suiciding and self-harm, but it's understanding when the mental health problems are beginning.
The Deadly Thinking workshops have helped countrymen in Arnhem Land, in Cape York, the Gulf Country, the Kimberley and the Pilbara. They can help your mob too.
I feel that you are going to be able to help your community take on this, and I see the next generation becoming deadly thinkers.
It's been very rewarding. Just basically looking after my community is where my best interests are at.
I'd say to you that Deadly Thinking is one of the best programs I've ever done.
It was very good to be there and learned a lot actually from inside where I was there today.
Come along and see for yourself. It's Deadly Thinking.
Walk with me, talk with me, tell me your stories. I'll do my best to understand.